Right, welcome to Enterprising People. I'm Kimberly Bailey. I'm so happy that you joined us on this beautiful Tuesday. Listen, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Southern Nevada Water Authority, Power 88 KCEP, and Las Vegas Black Image Magazine. Listen, I had a time of my life with my husband when we recently went out to the Cultural Arts Center at the West Las Vegas Library, and we were invited to their wonderful ceremony, kind of like a legend ceremony. But they do this all summer long, this summer program with our children, and it was just fabulous. But I had the honor of meeting just a wonderful photographer who is here with me today, Wayne Smith. And Wayne, wow, did we not? We had a wonderful time, didn't we?
We did.
Yes, but tell everybody now what actually is this? You're there on a consistent basis.
Yes.
You take pictures of the children at the Cultural Arts Center, and tell us about your involvement there.
Well, my involvement is I'm involved with teaching photography to young students there, and this is something that we do for 8 weeks. At the end of during that end of 8 weeks, the students perform at the Smith Center and 3 other locations. This year the play is #viral. It's a wonderful play. It's a story about the struggle of students with using social media and their interactions with other students. So it's a wonderful play. It's written by Shayla Love, and it's directed by Robert Connor. And it's an absolutely wonderful play.
Wow. Well, Shayla is our very own. You know, she actually,
yes.
I remember seeing her internship here at KCEP, and now I see her on television. She was on a major series, and she's writing plays. So yes. I was so happy to see Shayla.
Yes.
So that was really exciting.
Right.
And the children are just learning and energetic, and I love this greeting process that they do in the morning, and that's every morning?
Yes, this is a unity circle.
Okay.
The kids get together and they do a friendship train where each lines up at opposite ends and they dance to the center and honor their elders. And then after that, there's a word of the day.
Okay.
And the students are asked to come up and read the word of the day and a quote that's associated with that. And then give their definition of what it means to them, which is really wonderful because it helps them apply what they've learned.
Yeah, and just the art of photography and your fabulous book that you shared with us. I mean, thank you so much for our book. But it was just all of these photos. Now, were these photos primarily taken at the Cultural Arts Center, a part of your book?
Right. So I photographed the first day of camp and the 3 performances that we had. So we had one at the Smith Center, one at the library, and the third was at the West Las Vegas Library.
You're from Chicago.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, yes.
Okay, but the book is called Finding My Color in the World Full of Gray.
Yes.
So, wow. And why did you name the book that title?
Well, that was the title of the play.
Okay.
I had seen the play 3 years ago, and I cried from beginning to end. I mean, it was just a wonderful story, well written, well acted, lots of dancing, lots of singing. It was just really wonderful. And I said to myself that I really wanted to photograph this play. So I was fortunate enough that the following year the same play was performed and got an opportunity to photograph it, and it was just a labor of love.
Yeah. Now, I'm telling you, Marsha Robinson over there at the Cultural Arts Center, Yanni and Jewel, yes. I mean, I just have to give them a shout out because they have been consistent for years now. I don't know how many years they've been there, but 20. Yeah. And building that Cultural Arts Center to where it is today, and such an integral part of the lives of our children.
Yes.
You brought a few of the children here today. And
Yes.
so I just remember this young man dancing, and he really just
Teddy.
Teddy, Teddy, say, you want to say a few words, Teddy, about what the summer program means to you, because you've really been involved and dance every morning. Tell everyone, and at first, let's give me your whole name and your age.
Hi, my name is Teddy, and I am 11 years old.
11 years old. Now, Teddy, you look like you were having a ball, especially that morning greet, and you were full of energy when you did your dance. But what does it mean to have a program such as this at the Cultural Arts Center?
Well, it means to me that it's an education where you can greet other people and learn how to do stuff. So if you go in that real world, you can get more life energy and be more disciplined.
Yeah, okay, that's fabulous. I mean, I wish everybody followed that rule, the discipline process, but the creativity that you're allowed to express yourself, how important is that? Because you really, through your dance, you just really know how to express yourself, and how do you follow through with that expression, even with your photography that you're learning?
Well, I strive to focus, and when I was 4 or 3 years old, I was trying to learn how to dance, and then I got all of my dancers, put them together, and I'd be a dancer.
Oh, no, you're great. What would you like to do when you grow up?
I want to do I maybe want to be a photographer or a broadcaster or a dancer.
Okay, well look, you're broadcasting right now. Hey. Well, thank you so much, Teddy. And Mr. Wayne, now this is just fabulous. Again, I just have to celebrate you for your involvement with our children here in the community. And tell me really, why is it so important for your involvement to take place within the community? You're from Chicago, but you're here in Las Vegas. And how did you get involved with the community like you do?
Well, one of my clients had been asking me to come to West Las Vegas Arts Center. She took some of the dance classes there, was inspired by all the things that was going on, and she said, you ought to go. And I said, no, I don't want to go. I'm not into drumming. And she said, well, you can teach chess there. And so after some time, I decided to go, and it was like walking from the dark into the light. I just could not believe that a program like this existed, and there was so much energy and love and commitment that I got involved. I love teaching. I love to see children learn. My quote is that every child is a diamond, and it's up to us to facet that diamond so that they can show their true brilliance.
Right. And I'm telling you, those programs really work, because I think the greatest gift that we give our children is the art of confidence.
Yes.
Because as they go out into the world, if they don't really have that sense of self, that's why I love the dancing in the morning. And then they actually they come and they bend down to, because we're the elders, and they bend down to the elders as part of the dance in the morning.
Yes,
and
that's part of the unity circle.
The unity circle, yeah. And you got in there, you started dancing too. That's why I was like, wow, I wanted to do my dance. Because
I can't dance, but one of the students said, you need to dance, and so I did.
Yeah. Listen, Jackie Jones is supposed to call in this morning. We're having a little phone problem, Jackie, because she wanted to talk about her her story circle conference that's coming to Las Vegas. We want to hear all about it, but Jackie, keep trying to call in. Brian, you're going to get the phones going so that we can get Jackie on the line, because I know that she wanted to talk about her conference. But in the meantime, I want to continue with the West Las Vegas Cultural Center, because now I believe the center has been open for 20 years now.
I think it's over 20 years.
Over
I
20.
want to say 24 or 25 years.
Yeah, but so many people are, especially in the arts, they get involved. I know Sugar Bear, I forget, but he's a part of the play that Shayla is doing as well. And we know him as Starkey. I think he was in Starkey and Hutch, correct?
Yes.
Vargas.
Yes.
Yeah, Antonio Vargas is
Antonio Vargas.
Yes,
yeah.
Antonio Vargas. He was there. So and the all the rehearsals and the things that have to take place so that you have that artistic masterpiece at the end. I love the fact that the kids understand the work has to be put in.
Yes.
And but they're there. It's what time in the morning is everyone?
They start at 7 and they
7.
end at 5. So
Wow.
there's lunch. There's breakfast from 7 to 7:30. Then we start with the Unity Circle, the Friendship Train, the Word of the Day. The elders get to speak and give encouragement and words of advice for the students. And they have their warm-ups. They go through their various disciplines. And the goal is to provide them with a work ethic and an understanding of what's needed when they enter the workplace, and whether they're in the arts or some other field. These are skills and learning experience that they will have for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, and it does stay, because I grew up here in Las Vegas, and I remember getting involved with at the time, I think it was the YMCA. That's really all that we had is to get involved with that, and then later on in the debutantes. But those community programs are so crucial to the development of our children.
Yes.
And sometimes they're depleting because of the lack of funding and all of
Yes.
those types of things. Who supports the Cultural Arts Center here in West Las Vegas? Is it primarily the city that supports it?
Well, it's the city and other grants and funding that they get from private sources. So.
Yeah, okay. But this photography class that you have, because I remember talking to Greg Morris and I, talking about my film interest, because I
Yes.
wanted to do film, and he said, Kim, you first have to learn to deal with stills.
Yes.
Yeah, and so once you learn to deal with photographs,
Yes.
then you can really learn how to deal with film. So, do you express that to the students that get involved with your program?
Yes, well, we do start with stills, so they learn the elements of taking photographs in still, and then Mr. Thompson, who is here, Daniel Thompson, who is here, filming me, does the filming portion of the program. And so it's a film and photography program.
All right, okay. Hi, Mr. Thompson. Thank you so much for attending and your involvement with the Cultural Arts Center. Because how many kids now are involved at the Cultural Arts Center in the program? If you had to put a number on it, it looked like it was over 100 kids out there. But again, this is all free for our children in the community to get involved for the summer. And again, I just applaud the whole staff over there for really getting our children involved in the arts, because I believe if you got the arts down, then you have academics down, you have life skills down, you have everything down when you understand the arts, because the arts again are an expression of self. But tell us a little bit about your involvement at the Cultural Arts Center, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, I've been doing video and photography for the last 3-4 years.
Okay, okay, and so you teach the children. How do you? Because they come as young as how old? Are they 8?
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the youngest.
Now, how do you teach film to an 8-year-old?
Yeah, all you have to do is point the direction. These children are very bright.
Okay.
They just need a little help.
A little help,
Just a little help.
and that patience. I think the patience is so important. But Mr. Thompson, we have Jackie Jones on the line. We wanted to talk about her conference coming to town, her Story Circle Conference. Hi, Jackie. How you doing? Jackie, are you there? Hi, Jackie. I'm so sorry about the phone system this morning, but tell us about the conference.
So the conference, Her Story Circle, is actually the brainchild of Gertrude Mache, and I have her right here with me, so I want her to talk to you about the conference.
Okay, Gertrude. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us on Enterprising People. Gertrude, tell us about the conference.
The conference is a global impact conference. It's called the Her Story Women's Global Empowerment Conference. We are focused on women and children all over the world. I'm curating 1,000 conferences globally, and it has started and launched right here in Las Vegas today.
Oh, wow. So,
We have 100 speakers
okay.
all over the world. We have people who come in from the Caribbean, from Australia, New Zealand, the UK, India, right across the globe, and we are here to uplift and inspire each other through our stories.
Okay. Now, when is the conference taking place here in Las Vegas?
It is today.
Today?
Right now, we are at the Rhythm Dance Studio,
Yes.
4545 West Sahara Avenue.
Okay.
It started at 9 o'clock this morning. It will run until 9 o'clock tonight, and the same thing tomorrow.
Wow. So how many days? It's just the 2 days?
It's a 2-day conference, yes.
Okay, now tell us what is the it's called Her Story. So you have different speakers just sharing their story of success at the conference?
It's success, it's failure. We have different categories. We have business and entrepreneurship. We have health and wellness. We have social justice. In the creativity section, we have people who will dance, who will sing, who will paint. It is just a wide spectrum of topics.
Oh, okay. This is and so this is global, and so this conference you take to the different countries as well. So, but what drew it here to Las Vegas?
We had a young lady here in Las Vegas who wanted to bring it to Las Vegas. She got us the venue straight away, and it was the first response we got in the world. I'm based in New Zealand, in Wellington, and I put it out on Facebook that I wanted to bring this conference all over the world. And the first person to step up was based right here in Las Vegas, so we're launching here.
Okay, wonderful, Gertrude. Now, so if people want to get involved and come out to the conference, is it too late since it starts today, or?
No.
Okay.
Come anytime today. We're already here from 9 o'clock until 9 o'clock in the evening, and tomorrow, same thing.
Okay.
And if they want to register online, they can just go onto the herstorycircle.com, but they're free to just come in. We have lots of space.
Okay, and now are these women of color that are involved with this conference?
No, it is multinational. We have Black women, Indian women, Caucasian women. It's just sisters getting together and celebrating our stories.
Yeah. Now, what is one of the highlights of the conference that you're very excited about that people should, be aware of?
The biggest highlight is that the charity we're sponsoring or we're supporting is the Kimberly Bailey Foundation. Kimberly Bailey is based in California. She is a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador. She has done some phenomenal work all over the world, focused on women and children. And right now she is trying to raise money to build a school in Liberia. And we want to get behind her with that.
Oh, wonderful.
The highlight is that the conference has got a competition running on Facebook at the moment, and if anybody steps up to be part of that competition and share their story, whether they speak it or whether they write a story and send it to us, they could potentially win a grand prize of an air ticket to the New Zealand conference in November.
Wow, I hear New Zealand is beautiful.
It is a stunning country. I am from Zimbabwe originally.
Okay.
I've lived there for the last 20 years.
Okay, well,
Magical place.
oh my God. Well, again, you're going to be at Rhythms right on Sahara, and that started at 9 o'clock this morning, and it's Her Story Circle Conference, and the circle is big. We were just talking about the circle at the Cultural Arts Center, and your conference is called Her Story Circle Conference. So we just wish you all the success, and thank you for bringing it to Las Vegas.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. Thank you so much. I really am honored.
All right, Gertrude. Thank you, Jackie. You know I love you, girl. Okay.
I love you too. Thank you.
All right. Well, listen, it's really all about sharing those stories, sharing the education, and that. And Mr. Wayne, that's what you're doing at the West Las Vegas Cultural Center. And again, we applaud you for doing that, teaching our youth about photography and just the expression of oneself. And I think that even through photography, you can express oneself.
Yes.
And how what kind of ingredients do you tell the children in regards to doing excellent work through photography?
Well, what we try to do is to teach the elements. So the first thing that I start off with is having the students understand ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. So these three ingredients go into getting a proper exposure, and from there we can move on to other things. And once we do that, then photography it isn't a technical field, it becomes a field of art. And so these young students are applying what they've learned, not just in the elements of photography, but they're they're also starting to become creative. They talk like photographers. I had one student, I looked at a photo that he had done, and he said, oh yeah, I used this shutter speed, this aperture, and this ISO. And I was so proud of him for being able to discuss in a way that other photographers talk about photography.
Yeah. Now, are you in, do you have a business here in Las Vegas where you offer your services?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have a business called Wayne Elliott Studios.
Okay.
And I do a lot of different types of photography. So I do portraits, individual and family portraits, corporate headshots. I love to shoot landscapes when I have time, and I'm also involved in dance photography. I really love dance photography. There's something that's very creative about the art of dance, and it's just a pleasure to really be involved with these young people who are so creative, so talented, so eager to learn and show what they've learned.
Right. What has been the biggest moment that where you came to the Cultural Arts Center to do your class in photography with the children that you knew you really were doing something bigger than you ever thought? Maybe a comment from one of the children from taking your class. What's been that moment where you said, wow, this is really where it's at? You know, this is, I'm giving back and they're getting it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's that comment that I made earlier about the young man who was able to discuss as a photographer the shot that he had taken. It's that aha moment where I realized that they're getting what we're teaching, and they're excited. I mean, the flash is going off right now. They're here.
I know, I love it.
Yeah, and it's going off every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
or so.
I feel like we're in the paparazzi. We're doing that.
Yeah, well, I've been accused of that by Mr. Connor, who's the director of the show.
Okay.
And so, sometimes I catch him in candid moments, and
But they said it's all in that motion, though. It's not a, we like to pose sometimes, the neophytes that try to take a
Right.
photo and we pose, but really
Yes.
it's in capturing the lifestyle,
Right.
the moment.
and capturing the moment.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a candid photographer, and I really love capturing the moment. I mean, we all have to do posing and staging for photographs, but for me, it's capturing that special moment, that special smile, that special whatever it is that you do, capturing that moment because it tells a story. I mean, it really tells a story.
Yeah. Now, because I know I was wondering how you leverage your time between your business and giving back to the community. Because I was reading Jack Welch's book and Winning, and he was indicating when you give back to humanity, then you'll have a successful business.
Yes.
Do you see the correlation there?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and that's what you're doing.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
With the Cultural Arts Center, and I'm just so impressed with our students here. And I want everyone to get a chance to introduce us. Sister, get on the
Sure.
mic here. Introduce yourself, and say your age, and your first and last name, and tell us about your involvement at the Cultural Arts Center.
My name is Justice Grizzard, and I'm 13.
13. Now tell us how photography has really had an impact on your life at the Cultural Arts Center. Are you enjoying the center?
Yes, I actually really love it.
You
and
do.
It makes me think different, and it makes me come out of my comfort zone for things that I really love to do, like photography and dancing.
Okay, and that's what it's about. Where do you see yourself as you get older? What do you want to be doing?
I would like to be a professional photographer,
Okay.
or I would like to teach a dance class.
So you love dance was my thing too, because I took dance and ballet and jazz, and people that grew up with me knows, when I was a song leader at Western High School, I mean, dance was a big part of my life, and but it really helped with building that confidence and everything that I like to do. So I just wish you luck, and you're beautiful, and you just keep doing what you love, and you will be successful. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for coming on Enterprising People. Listen, Wayne, again, I thank you for working with her. We have one more gentleman. Come on. I got to get you to introduce yourself and your involvement. Now, tell us your name and your age again.
Hello, I am Xavier Terrace Chastain.
All right.
I'm
And
10 years old.
10 years old. And do you love the program at the Culture Arts Center?
I adore it.
You do. Show me a move. Bust a move, because I know you don't. You come on. I saw you dance.
I am not. I am not.
Well, I know you both, all of you all were dancing, and you really just impressed me.
I'm the creative there.
You're the creative, and you did so well. So congratulations. Listen, Wayne, I want to thank you. We're out of time, but I want to just thank you all. I'm honored by all of you all coming to Enterprising People, and you make
Thank you
me
so
proud.
much.
So thank you so much. And yeah, give your website. Wayne.
Okay, you can reach me, or you can check out my website. It's elliottstudios.net, and that's Elliott with 2 L's and 2 T's. And you'll get an opportunity to see some of my work. If you're interested in the book, you can email me from my website.
Okay, wonderful. Again, stand by. Donald Marquez is coming right up. Again, I want to thank the Southern Nevada Water Authority, Power 88, and Las Vegas Black Image Magazine, and you too for being enterprising people.